Snurd.
Snurd.
Some the Snurds doing the Snurdy Snurd.
Snurd. Snurdia?
Snurdcast. Back at it. Today, we're going to be talking about... Oh, before I get into it, I'm here with the Josh.
With the Josh, yep.
With the Josh, the Colt Cannon.
The Colt?
Yeah.
The Colt Cannon. The Josh. Robert. Capital J.
I kind of like that. The Josh.
Sir Josh. I like that.
And then we got, to my right, Will the Beast. No,
The Beast. Will the Beast.
We'll talk about that later, Will, so don't worry.
Will the Beast?
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. We'll cut that gap in silence.
I don't think we'll talk about that. Where
It's
that
okay.
came from.
Just so the listeners know, this guy has ADD
Well,
like
Will-
a mofo.
Where did it come from?
Will I am.
Don't get cut.
And of course, our host with the most, Ben Britton,
Mr. Ben.
getting cut over here.
Call me Bender. No.
Bender. Shit.
He's
on a
simple
bender, is what he means.
He's a simple robot.
No, he's not the bender. He's on a bender.
Runs on alcohol. No,
As we drink some.
I'm probably gonna have to cut that.
Your girlfriend's not gonna like that one.
We'll cut that out for sure. No,
Oh,
just
God.
kidding.
This is way too fun. So today we'll be talking about reviewing Resident Evil 2 and talk some about the new Dragon Ball Z game that's coming out. Maybe some DLC. I don't know. Some people like DLC. Not everybody likes DLC.
It's garbage.
And we'll also talk about some possible characters for the Mortal Kombat scene, which is pretty interesting of what the news we
excited
heard.
about that.
And then sadly, we got some other news, but we'll talk about that. And then later on, we'll be talking with the some of Marvel vs. Capcom and DC decisions and the direction they're going in. And then if you guys, those loyal people that stick around towards the end, you know, the celebrity birthdays and would you rathers. And so starting off right now, I feel like that was a really long introduction.
It's fine.
Starting off
Keep
right
going.
now.
Yeah, you can cut it down.
We'll cut it down right now. This is the Snurdcast. Ben, Will, get fucked. Get fucked.
All right,
get
let's
back.
We're done. No,
That was it, right?
That was
pretty good, I think.
That was the
I
podcast.
think that was pretty good.
So the first thing I want to talk about is Resident Evil 2. And I know some of you guys both of you guys saw the demo. You guys saw a little bit more than that when I came over here and played it. But with Resident Evil 2, the remake, I think it's crazy because I've been hearing rumors about this for so long, about they're going to make a remake. And they remastered Zero for the GameCube. They remastered the first one, Resident Evil, from the PlayStation. And they remastered pretty much everything else, you know, and they kept on remastering Resident Evil and Zero all the way up to pretty much these systems now, which is fucking crazy because they made Capcom, I don't know, whole different story, but finally, well, everybody wanted, we got a Resident Evil 2 remake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Long time coming.
more than a long time coming. Everybody has kids and you know, experienced life and gone through everything because since when most people...
It's a piece of like a lot of people's childhood like memories, their golden memories. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I like that. I like that a lot about that game.
It's like a full spin, and with this game, I think they really hit the nail on the head because they were able to recapture all the nostalgia and all the experience. They really recaptured it. They made it so you're in the same areas, and when you're there, it kind of reminds you of what you had to go through.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, and the storyline, they pretty much stuck with it. They made it so there was a couple changes here and there, you know what I mean,
But not too much.
yeah, not too much. It didn't stray too much from it. For people who know, I started off with the Claire story, and she was a good way to start off with. She was a biker girl, which I don't think she was in the first one. I have to double check, but she, do you want to look that up real quick, Josh? See if Resident Evil 2 original, if Claire was a biker. But other than that, it strayed really, it was really faithful to the original story. I got the deluxe version with all the DLC, and I think it was worth the
full on
price.
biker fanatic.
She was?
Full on biker fanatic, yeah.
Oh, that's the...
that's
Oh, that's the 1.5.
Resident Evil 2's Elsa. Is that recent?
That's probably some DLC or a mod because it's on PC. But let me just go on real quick with this. The replayability of it is pretty awesome because I had to beat it twice because you beat it once, you get a story A and then B, and then with the B you get
To pick the other character.
It's like the half story. Because when I beat it with Claire, I had to play as Leon, but everything was kind of already established as you did
Claire, yeah.
Exactly. And
so you got the shotgun with the incendiary rounds.
well, it's Claire that had the incendiary rounds with the
not a shotgun.
She had a little launcher, like a thumper.
Like
a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The bosses were pretty great in that game. I'm not gonna lie, the bosses were really
spot on. Or
were they hard?
They were. There was a couple times.
Couple.
Wait! You're done with the game already?
I beat.
How long? How many days?
Without trying to,
or maybe you
go
give me
through
hours.
Without trying to go through everything and just exploring, because when you play the story the first time around, it's kind of free roam. You get to do what you want, and I'm glad you asked me that because once you transition into Mr. X, which is this tyrant that has been injected, he's like we talked about this with the.
He's like Nemesis, yeah, but he's not the same.
He's not as strong or that. Like,
what's his name?
Mr. X. There you go.
That
guy. And it's crazy because
looks like he has.
He's like a Nemesis. I mean, Nemesis, the program Nemesis.
Yeah,
in the he's on the same level.
In the older game, in the second one, you could fight him, you could knock him down, and for people who don't know, the second one and the original one. They have loading screens for every door pretty much you entered into.
Oh, God.
So you could pretty much you had to kill the Mr. X, but you had to also
escape.
Yeah.
Too, right?
You could, but
you couldn't really kill him in most parts, right?
He comes back, but you can kill him in the first one. He'll give you items and everything. But in this one, you can't kill him.
Oh, really? He's like invulnerable?
So this is my favorite. This is why I'm glad we talked about Mr. X. He literally cannot be killed. So
he's invincible in that game,
and he follows. So you're in the mansion. You're in the.
That's kind of how they were in Resident Evil 6 or the game before it, the one that they changed.
Except with that,
certain characters were invulnerable to a certain part.
But this dude, you couldn't kill him. Like, you could knock him down and, like, put him to his knee, but he'll get back up.
Yeah, same thing in,
But it's...
And in the game we played together, too, remember?
You have to progress.
There were certain characters... Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, once you get past that story, like...
Then you can kill him later?
You never kill
him. Oh, that sucks.
He's... taking a picture of bows.
Get that one in there. That fucking shocked... I just shit face.
For Mr. X, though, he literally, like... You're in the police station and he's following you around because I played as Claire, and when there's a part I showed you, I think I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the video last time we were here when he picked up the helicopter after you.
Oh yeah. And
I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't.
You didn't expect it.
You don't really run into him in Claire's story in the original, if I remember correctly.
And that sounds like a hella intense on the edge of your seat moment.
I was like, what the fuck? And then it's funny because I ran away from him, and I'm pretty sure I did show you guys this. I ran away from him, and then I went to the safe zone, and I was like, I heard footsteps, and I was like, where is he? And I thought the footsteps were coming from like the top floor, and I was looking, like pointing my camera angle up there, and all of a sudden I just get fucking punched in the back of the head.
He's right behind you.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. But Mr. X was a good one. The only thing I found annoying about that is people on YouTube, you know that song X gonna give it to you.
Yeah. Oh no.
But there was literally some person was smart enough to just fucking think of that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just flooded. And then there was like unlimited videos of those, so I didn't know who was the original. So yeah, he never stops following you, and it was crazy. And on the Leon's side of the story, he's bothering you right when you start. So, if you start,
he fucks with you right as you
start. So I'm pretty sure vice versa too. If you start as Leon, he'll fuck with you, and then beat the game. Comes Claire, he's fucking with you the whole time. But I just beat the game with Claire. So
How long did it take you to beat both of them all together?
First one, it probably took me about like
Hours.
16 hours.
16.
Yeah, but like I said, I was taking my
You were exploring,
sweet
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I
It's
was
like
looking at everything.
we all have those games, yeah.
But
definitely.
when I got to when I beat it, but it was like you have to play story mode or part B to get the full experience.
Yeah.
I pretty much rushed through and I beat that in like 6 hours. So yeah, it's a pretty quick game. That's one of my complaints. But just to
I was curious because when we last talked, you had brought that up. You
It
were
was
like,
re-
I
it's a
feel
really
like
short
I'm
game.
about at the end, but you were like, I know there's a little bit more of a home stretch, but
that's
so
one
that's
of my,
interesting.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because that's really one of my complaints. Because the fastest record as I checked today is 48 minutes and 49 seconds.
Holy shit!
Yes.
They
Holy
cheated.
Hey,
shit!
They must have
And
cheated.
The second record and like the third record and fourth
That's
record are all pretty
really
close.
short.
They're all, it's 51, it's 48 minutes and like 51, 48 minutes and 53. Like they're all, they're all.
You gotta be careful about those speed runs though, because a lot of people will use glitches to.
No, this game is really short though. That's really one of
You
my
know what I mean though?
complaints.
They'll use things like invisible doors
If you
and
really-
shit like that.
If you really wanted to, you could just like
Run
once you-
straight to the end.
Pretty much. If you don't need to kill zombies. You don't need to kill. Because I remember you were telling me just a second ago about how somebody was complaining how the AI is really good and really great.
They were saying it was super good, and I was like, it's not that good. I watched videos, and I saw you play it, and I was like, sometimes they just don't follow you,
They don't. Dude.
which is lame. They should follow you.
Yeah, that's
That's how Amnesia was too. The monster would just all of a sudden, oh, you went through a door, I can't chase you.
yeah.
Well, that broke all the immersion, but also I needed a break because I was running for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And I was like, he's gonna kill
That's
me.
how this game
Oh,
is.
fuck.
And it reminded me of Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. How you could kind of bait them.
6 is the one in Africa, or
5 is the one in Africa. 4 is the one in Spain.
6 is the one we
okay,
played, right?
okay.
Yeah,
Me, you.
6 is the one that's supposed to be in Japan or some shit.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
Leon.
Or like
and,
everywhere.
who's it?
It's Leon, that chick,
And then that.
Chris, and his lieutenant or whatever.
Yeah, and then the guy with the laser.
And
I just remember it was so sick.
Wesker Jr. pretty much.
I played. I played as this.
Oh, it's Sherry.
I played as a fucking sidekick the whole time, and then at the end I get to turn into a badass with a lightning gun. I was like,
That's dope.
because I get
That's dope.
mutated.
But I'm
Okay,
glad you guys brought
mutated
that up
again. That was a
because
good game.
that's one of my complaints is the story mode's really short. I mean, if people are beating it in less than an hour,
Okay,
that's
wait, hold on.
pretty sad.
Here's a
Yeah.
better question then that will totally back that one up. That might support the game being short. How good is the replayability? How much replayability does it have? Is that
If
enough or
you
more?
bought the game, what?
Well, what are you doing?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask both
Is there
of you guys.
more?
this.
There's a bud right behind him right there.
The replayability? So, if you guys
Oh.
who never played a game, you guys would probably spend at least 10, 15 hours in that game. Honestly,
Resident Evil 2?
yes.
Okay.
I'd spend more than that, but okay.
I mean,
Because I've
Hey,
never
let me-
played him
let
besides the one time I
Well,
played
let me
with
finish this. So you play the part B. You kind of know what you have to do.
yeah.
So let's take 3 hours off. Let's spend 7 hours on part B. That's what, 21 hours. If you guys want, you could vice versa that to kind of see how it goes. So it's,
Before to break it
when
up.
you play one character and then go to the other.
Yeah.
You also kind of swap it out and be like, you know, it's probably the same.
We
story.
need to have like a rolling tutorial section inside the video.
Wait, so does that so
So all in all, this probably without going into the hunk and the tofu survivor,
yeah.
there's probably like a good 20, 25 hours.
Plus the DLC? Or no, not including DLC yet, because it's not out yet.
I would say 30 hours actually.
30?
Max 30 hours.
sell you shit that's not even out yet.
Wait.
Is it out yet?
There's some rumors that there's 3 DLC stories coming out.
Okay, well I know one is
That-
for sure.
Possibly is going to be free.
But you
Oh!
paid for it, right? You bought the deluxe edition, you get the season pass or whatever. Or no?
If you own it, it's free. See if Josh can find it.
I don't know. I think DLC is just.
Okay, Ghost Survivors will be free.
Nice.
That's to arrive soon.
There's
That was
another guy
posted
named
2 days ago, by the way.
Kimbo or Kendo? Kendo, there you go.
Yeah, this is the first one that came up right away.
Uh-oh.
I don't like that
Every
one.
time I see that, I think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Hey, I just
Checking
want-
your browser.
Yeah, I don't like
guys,
that
I just want
shit.
to point one thing out. If we ever do streaming and stuff,
No, dude.
you always
Will-
have to remember
or-
never bring your browser on screen.
This was January 29th. So this was
Ever.
like this was like 11 days ago or 9 days ago or whatever it is. Is getting 3 free DLC stories starting in
That's cool.
February.
Must have sold really well then.
starting in February. So
And it sold. It was like one of the best selling copies of this year so far, obviously.
But to
but
be fair,
it's-
we haven't had many games this year
Which-
so far, right?
like I said,
Kingdom
dude,
Hearts, that's
it's
about
not
it.
that we had mini games that are out. It's that we have so
Hey,
many
if-
coming out back to back, and it's nuts.
if this game became Game of the Year, Nerdcast was the first to predict it.
I know, but I want to point this out. 7 days ago, what I brought up earlier.
If it doesn't, Snurcast
What does
is
that
also
say?
the first prediction.
No,
'Cause I was
hey.
like, fuck that.
Hey, what does that say right there? February 2nd.
Remake should never be Game of the Year.
Where-
That's-
Read the headline.
Second, yeah.
But
Why
read the
Resident
headline.
Evil 2 is Game of the Year material. Resident. Yeah, there you
When's
go.
the date they said
It's
that?
7 days ago.
Yeah.
February
they're behind.
2nd. They're behind.
But when I want to point one thing out,
but yeah,
I
you're
said that it remastered games
But-
and remade games should not be Game of the Year.
However,
because
there is a thing that says 3 free DLCs right here, and it seems like it's pretty legit. Yeah, for sure.
That's hella dope though. Like, does it say what kind of DLCs though?
Let's see. No. Let's see. Let's start at the top. Go to
Who
the
can
bottom.
play as
Okay,
Ida?
so
or
Resident
Ada-
Evil
Ada
2
one.
Remake is getting 3 free DLC stories starting in February, and it
That's-
goes off to say free DLC is coming to Resident Evil 2 Remake starting in February. Capcom has confirmed. The Ghost Survivors
It
is
is
a
free?
trio. It is free.
Oh, dude, there
It
we go.
says
There's our
free-
title right there.
Free DLC is coming to Resident Evil 2 Remake starting in February. Capcom has confirmed. The Ghost Survivor, and there's a link to go check the confirmation right here. The Ghost Survivors is a trio of what-if stories following 3 other survivors of the Raccoon City outbreak. Leon and Claire aren't the only people doing exciting things amid the zombie
Is
apocalypse.
it gonna be Chris in them?
No Time to Mourn, Runaway
not
and
Raccoon
Forgotten
City?
Soldier, explore the survivor stories of the gun shop owner, the mayor's daughter,
girl from
and
the
the
movie.
soldier, respectfully. So the gun shop
She's in
owner,
Raccoon City.
the gun shop owner.
Jesus.
So it's going to be the gun shop
Kenda.
owner. Sorry, I lost my place. The gun shop owner.
Kenda, you meet him in the story. Ada, or you play as Ada.
Okay, so the gun shop owner, the mayor's daughter, and the soldier, respectfully. The first.
More. Oh, the mayor's daughter. Who the fuck is the mayor?
Soldier. Is the soldier gonna be that kid that I played in number 6?
It's going to be
I don't think so.
so to
That's-
quote that line a
Where should
little
I
bit.
put the?
Damn, that's crazy though. So they're really, They're really being
just dump
smart
it on
about
here
it.
and I'll take it away from you.
they're really.
So yeah, and then it
Capcom's
says
not being dickheads.
the first No Time to Mourn is
Right,
due
because they've
out
been getting so much
February-
flack for being dickheads.
February 15th.
I mean, Marvel vs.
Yeah,
Capcom
yeah.
Infinite was pretty bad, right? There was like hella DLCs.
No, it was just bad. It wasn't even
Well,
making DLCs.
you know what I mean.
And,
wasn't some
and
DLCs.
it's what'd you just say? That's hilarious because this thing says that goes on to say exactly that. It says Capcom has a mixed reputation when it comes to DLC.
Yeah,
It says it right there. That's hella fucking good.
it wasn't even about the
I mean,
DLCs.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and
Ben's like, no, just in general.
It wasn't about the DLCs though.
That's
But,
funny.
So before we finish this segment off, this is what when you looked it up earlier, I was like, I gotta write this down. There's a definite chance they're gonna make a Resident Evil 3 remake, and I want to know how you guys kind of feel about that. I know you guys don't know much about it, but I want to know, like, you think that will be a
That
good
would be-
I
successor
think they
to
should
it, or-
continue the story, not remake the old games.
Oh, you want to see more to the story?
So
Or did the story end already?
the story pretty much ended after 4. As
Okay, then I
as
see why
Resident
they're
Evil
remaking
fans,
it.
as Resident Evil
Why don't
fans,
they introduce new characters
5,
then?
6, and 7 technically is a part of the Resident Evil
7?
universe.
Yeah.
So it's like
So why don't they just?
that's why I think maybe they're going towards something. I don't think they're going to remake 4.
'Cause I don't
But they
think they
might
should,
make a
honestly-
Resident Evil. They might remake something.
Remakes and remasters are kind of overplayed right now. I think honestly, there's too many.
Only
of
reason
them.
I say it's a good remake and could win Game of the Year is because it's what everybody wanted in a video game. And another one of my complaints, and this is what another thing I want to.
You mean
I
it's
think
what
of-
Resident Evil fans wanted? What do you mean?
I mean, it sold a lot. I mean, there's a lot of Resident Evil fans out there, Will.
Yeah, but I mean everyone's not. That's not applicable there. a lot of people.
Story wise, definitely game running of the year, but multiplayer and every other aspect.
It doesn't have
probably
multiplayer,
not.
right?
No.
Yeah. What about co-op? Like,
No.
yeah, just
I
take
mean,
that
maybe
game
we-
of the year and shove it right where the sun don't shine. Then
Well,
it's gotta have
but-
it's gotta have good multiplayer
wait.
to be game of the year, right?
Wait, God of War won game of the year. None of them.
And that game was horrible. I don't know why anyone.
Wait,
would-
how do you know? Did you play it?
I watched somebody play it. and I
Dude,
was
God
like,
of War?
Yeah.
Dude, God of War is dope.
That came.
it was so bad.
Red Dead
dude.
Redemption 2 came behind it, and only
They
reason
changed
I think
it so
because
much. It's not even God of
Dude,
War
but
anymore.
God of War
Only-
is so good.
only reason I think Red Dead Redemption came
I didn't
came
like
behind
it,
God
dude.
of War is because it came out like 2 months before that, and people couldn't finish it before.
They just made it like Dark Souls, where like you die hella fast and you have to like use only the best things, or you die or you just
In
can't.
the new God of War.
Yeah, on the hardest difficulty, you play it on the hardest difficulty, dude. It's so cancer. Everything takes so long to kill, and everything kills you
Dude,
so.
but
fast.
Welcome to every
that one
game.
story of the mode. But aren't you one of the people who like don't even play on hard mode? You play like normal.
Yeah, I'm one of the people that always play on hard mode.
Only on games I'm not super interested in, or like if I like a game hella much, I'll beat it on the hardest difficulty.
Because you never beat Bioshock, I remember.
But I beat on the hardest on the first one, but I didn't beat any of the games after that because I was like, these games suck. The second one I was super interested in because I liked that you get to play a Big Daddy, but after that, like, it was so easy.
Salt in my mouth. And it's not just a beer. No, I'm just kidding.
I just want to point out, if Dan was here, he would also agree with me because he's played all of them, and he said the second one was the worst one of all of them.
The second one was so underrated.
It was the worst one of all the games.
It wasn't the worst when people played.
Which one's the worst one then?
None of them.
Okay, Ben. That's the fanboy.
No,
That's
it's not
the
a
fanboy, man.
That's just people being spoiled.
Dude, there's always going to be a worst and a best one.
Dude,
The worst one in Kingdom Hearts was the first one.
Okay, first of
Well,
all,
Chain of Memories.
first
actually
of
was
all,
pretty bad.
you call your PC master. You say PC is master race.
Mhm.
That seems like spoiled enough to me when you call your own race of when you say your own console is its own race.
Well, because if you think about it, all games are made on a computer.
yeah, definitely. But the majority of them go to the consoles.
Yeah, because they're more affordable.
I totally made that up, so I don't know if that's even true. The next segment of a game that'll be coming out, Dragon Ball Project Z.
That looked kind of fun. The scenes of him walking.
We didn't see much gameplay.
No,
though.
but the scenes of him walking looked
Sorry,
like
the trailer.
gameplay, but it looked like what I was seeing is it looked like an AI walking in the program with the background rolling. You know what I mean? Will?
I really hope it's not like that, though. I want it to be a free roam game. I want it to be like. I want it to be.
You just walk into the next town and like the background.
I thought Sagas was such a good idea, but then
That's a transition.
it was
game.
so-
like you fly and you're just going up and down.
Yeah.
like Dragon Ball Sagas was so bad that everyone hated it. But like, I honestly wanted them to make a game like that, but not like that because that was really bad. Obviously, it was super linear. You literally run in one path. That's it. Which is pretty bad. Honestly, that's pretty bad.
Well, what are you guys' I guess initial thoughts?
Of that game,
Yeah.
I'll say a prediction for it.
I like that they.
Because of based on how I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z has a super die-hard canon fan base. Like, everybody loves it when it's legit.
All
and
those
then you
people I
also,
hate. Yeah.
But also, at the same time, you get people who are just, like, super open-minded and, like, I just want to see the world explored. That's how much I love it. I think no matter what, this is going to get a lot of hate. But that doesn't make it a bad game. And based on the images we've seen, whether they were cinematic, meaning like the cutscenes, or the walking scenes where it might have been gameplay, they both look pretty cool.
Yeah, they look pretty.
They
nice.
really, I like the art. It's, and Dragon Ball Z is always not always. Will's
They've
gonna
been
blow
pretty
me
good
off-
about-
blow me out of the water for that. But Dragon Ball Z is usually pretty good about artwork in games. Usually,
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that.
yeah, they're pretty good, and that's
And
just
they've
from
been-
what you guys
they've
have
been
shown
really,
me. And
they've been
you know.
really big on the cell shading.
So,
Really big.
What do you think about that game? What would it like a prediction
I think
for
it
it? How
looks
do you
good.
feel?
It looks fine.
What does action RPG mean to you guys? Remember
I
it said
hope-
that?
Yeah.
It said
I hope
action
it's
RPG.
I hope
what
it's
does that
open.
mean?
I hope it's not like not like a fighting game, but like it's more like an open, like you play as Goku, or you play as Vegeta, or you play as Piccolo, or you play as Gohan, depending on...
How open world are you talking? Like, how open are you talking?
Like,
I mean,
so,
sorry.
say you start the game in the Saiyan Saga, right? So you could fly from...
Talk to me like I'm in the peanut gallery, remember.
Okay,
so
say you start in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Which is like Raditz,
Yeah.
right? Which is like Goku's brother.
Okay.
And he's like the guy that comes down to Earth, he kidnaps Gohan, and he's like, Goku, I'm gonna fucking kill you, you're a pussy, and all this shit, right? And basically, like, you're gonna start in this open world, you're probably gonna fight some Saibamen, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be the first thing you fight is Saibamen, like those little green henchmen guys. Not in Saiyan Saga. Later. Or, no, that's... Not
just go.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Keep going. Keep grinding.
So basically, I think it's going to be like a kind of open world, kind of grindy, kind of like maybe you have to fight a lot of Saibamen.
That'd be tight.
That'd be kind of cool.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, if it's open world, I hope it's kind of like you're fighting like hella Saibamen at once kind of thing. You know what I mean? You're not just like... It's not like, oh, a Cyberman has appeared, and then you go into fight with it.
I'll be honest.
I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like it keeps pulling you out of the world to fight. I don't want it to do that. I want it to be seamless.
That'd be cool.
So in the trailer, you saw how like when he was walking through his like show him walking through the Kami house and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Capsicore.
You saw how it saw like in the background. You saw like a big dragon flying, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be like kind of like Kingdom Hearts with the Naruto system, like you were saying, like where it just you go there and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's just like they're fighting you no matter what.
I hope that it's more like you go there and you have to defeat the beast.
Would you rather have it as like a
the beast?
No, what I mean is it would be more story than online.
Would you rather is it gonna?
Kinda.
I guess the question is for me is it gonna be more of a live action RPG, kind of like Naruto or Kingdom Hearts, or is it gonna be like an RPG adventure where it's just like you run into something, boom, you're locked into that, unless you want to run, attack, items, magic, all or comment or key in this case.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be like that, where you can just run away.
Because they just showed explicit.
Yeah,
Goku.
very, very little.
It's just Goku though. Like if there's.
I really hope it's not locked to just Goku though.
That's it's a good thing you said that. Yeah. You think they'll have any different characters
to play in the single player? I hope so. Or it's not very good.
They did show Gohan, and they did show Piccolo.
Gohan is his son?
Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say the
that's
pictures.
Gohan right there.
Yeah, the pictures that I was looking, it was.
And that's during the Raditz saga when like the guy who kidnaps Gohan.
Yeah, okay.
What they show is him fighting
Piccolo,
Vegeta, and Piccolo.
Yeah.
But
you see him using
they don't show him much, but they do show him on Namek.
Yeah.
Fighting,
which means he's gonna get Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they did show him turn Super Saiyan.
I think honestly, I don't know if this is gonna have super stuff.
So?
I hope it doesn't.
Me too. I really hope it doesn't. I hope it ends at Boo. I'm like,
is this game gonna be on PC and multiple consoles? Because there's a picture.
I don't know if it's gonna be on PC, but
is this Project Z right there?
No, that's like
okay. I was gonna say because
Roblox,
this,
Josh, get out of this. Get out of this, Josh.
Okay, no, I mean because of this. Because I wasn't really concerned about where it was coming from, but it came up as a top result, meaning it got a lot of hits.
2019.
So this was a previously thing that was announced before now.
So funny thing you were talking about. Will it go past the Frieza saga? You guys think?
I hope it will. If it doesn't, that's such a short name.
Because look, there you go. There's a
which one?
On Namek right there, bottom left.
Bottom left right here.
Yeah, talking to Gohan.
Okay, that looks horrible.
No, it's my screen.
Oh,
there.
Okay, sorry. Okay, it looks a little better.
Yeah. You gotta also remember this is probably like alpha.
Honestly,
yeah, and it's somebody who's reposted it.
If it only goes to Frieza Saga or Namek Saga, whatever you want to call it, right?
It better have all the fights.
It better have every single fight.
So that guy proposed that this was going to be the next legendary, the legacy of Goku. Do you think it'll kind of follow that format?
Yes. Let
me rephrase that. You think it's going to kind of follow just like a certain story base where it gets so far?
It's going to follow Z's. I think it's going to follow Z.
It's not going to go past Frieza. Is that?
I think this game might not go past Frieza, but I think there might be 3 of them. So it goes all the way to Majin Buu.
Would you be... What about you, Josh? Do you think it's going to...
continue on?
You think it's going to stop with the Frieza or it's going to go to Cell? Or...
I have to go with Will's usual hate aspect on new games. DLC. This game is just merely a picture. We've
So
only
far.
seen pictures, really, like pictures moving a little bit. We haven't seen any game.
I mean,
like
I would
you guys
like it to
pointed
go
out.
Majin Buu Saga because they
But
have all the
I think
assets.
that-
They know how to.
But how do you guys know that Project Z isn't going to be what you guys are talking about first season, and then all of a sudden DLC is the Majin Buu Saga?
No!
That's what I'm
Well,
worried about
that's
when I see a
horrible.
game like this,
That's
and and we've only seen a picture, and I'm like, oh no, what if everything's add-ons? Like, and you have to build the world
I don't
based
think
on
it
how
will
much
be.
shit you buy.
That would be
Honestly, I
pretty
hope
bad,
not.
yeah.
Well,
Don't say that.
I hate to say it, but that's what I
Well,
think. DLC.
I'm glad you brought
I won't
DLC,
buy it anyway,
Josh,
though.
because that's a great segue to Dragon Ball Z Fighters DLC.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Time to get cancerous.
So,
Terminally cancerous.
as of now, we got the votes up.
This
So-
is the right thing, right?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna name off what we got so far for the DLC. We got Videl with Saiyaman as Android 18, has Android 17 in Fighters. We got Jiren, and in the promo, they confirmed the new Broly and the new Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Sadly, this
Just-
DLC only has
This is
6
just a
slots
recolor.
instead of 8.
That's just a recolor, Ben. That's so lazy.
I'm sorry. Okay. Before we get into that, who do you think will be? Who do you think will make it into the voted list? So let's check this out. As you got it up right there. So we already got Jiren, and we already got pretty much Gogeta.
I wanted Kaba to be in it, but apparently no one liked him.
That's a good one. Nobody ever says that for some reason.
I think it's because he didn't do anything in like the last arc because Super sucked
He would
and they
be
didn't
hella
plan
good.
out anything.
So for the list, we got
Cut that out.
Janemba, Topo, Roshi, Hercule, Kefla. Go down a little bit.
Gogeta.
Kid Goku. So those are pretty much the people that didn't make it. So go up. We'll start with these. Go up real quick. Yeah, we'll start with these ones. We'll start with Roshi, Hercule, Kefla, Kid Goku, and Topo. If you had to choose, Will, who would you have to choose?
Remember.
Of course. What about you, Josh? Just
The only
based on an
non-canon
amateur-
character. Sorry.
I don't even. I can't even speak on
Oh,
it. but-
Gogeta!
so go up. Go up.
Wait, Gogeta's canon now?
Oh yeah.
How?
He's gonna be, like I said, he's gonna be in the next DLC with
How is he
the
canon
new
now?
Broly, and the new
So that
Super
Broly
Saiyan-
movie made
he's
him
gonna be
canon?
Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
So that movie made him canon?
He's definitely canon.
He's not canon.
He's definitely
Canon
canon.
doesn't exist.
We'll have this
All these,
conversation.
those 1,000 people out.
I've been wanting to have this conversation like 2 weeks ago.
I'm just saying, dude. Canon is a trash term. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Hey,
anymore.
let's keep that real under check here. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm a rage out.
That's good.
That's what I'm here
I
for.
just moved my music, but it's good.
Make a song called Rage Out.
So I got some.
I'll be in it just going Super Saiyan.
So wait, next list or down more?
There you go. You got
This is top 16.
so.
Raditz!
We already got Videl. We
What
got
about Raditz?
Raditz,
Oh,
Caulifla,
you guys don't need the names. dude.
Dabura. Okay, don't say Great Sam then, because we already got him. We got
Ultra Instinct.
Okay.
Am I going too fast?
No, you're good. So
Spopovich? Why?
No.
Who voted for that
Bobbity,
shit?
Goku Jr.
Bobbity might be interesting, actually,
So-
though.
I got some names right here.
In the interest of different kind of characters, Bobbity might be interesting.
So, give me a couple GT characters.
Any of the evil Shenrons? Those are cool.
Just name like
Baby?
one or two. Just Baby. Baby would be a really good
A couple
one
of
to
the
add.
Shenrons?
Any of the Shenrons, anything
So,
from GT.
so the lightning Shenron was pretty cool. The ice one was pretty cool.
What about Oob?
Oob was cool, but see, a lot of people don't like the beginning of GT, so you don't like to talk. I don't like to
Is that right?
because if you talk about the beginning of GT, people just fucking hate
People
them.
get
They
mad, dude.
shit on you because
Yeah.
the first 30 episodes of GT were pretty fucking bad. Vegeta had a mustache. A lot of people didn't like that. I thought it was dope. I was like, oh shit, they changed him. They actually gave him a little bit of maturity. He
You
like
should have taken his
he had a
mustache
daughter.
and-
He had a daughter and
mustache
shit. He was
taken
like,
Roshi's.
I'm a grown man. I have 2 kids. You know what I mean? I
What
thought it was
about-
kind of interesting.
What about Baby Vegeta?
Exactly, baby. Or Bebby. How, depending on how you ever want to say it.
Another android?
Super 17. He was a totally different
like
character,
that.
but it was also...
Snerd.
he was also like the better version of the android. Which, just point out, But way better than Super just making them hella OP for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
At least there was a reason. He was a new android that fused with the old android to make a super android.
Yeah. To get on that level.
Like
too.
Cell.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Cell.
They had to
I
absorb
thought it was
each
cool.
other. People just think it's lazy.
A lot of people hated GT because they watched Super first, and then they're like, "I'm all about Super."
Being even amateur or
You know what's
rookie,
funny? When I
he'd
was-
be dope as like somebody to see.
Also,
like,
you know what
I
his
was gonna say
special?
when I was
looks
younger,
dope.
You know what his
yeah.
specialty is? He can absorb all kinds of Kai, and he gets hella more muscular.
See, that's dope.
The more Kai he absorbs, the bigger he
For
gets.
the record, that reminds me of Siler from Heroes. If you guys ever watched that show,
Kinda, yeah.
He was the one. What he would do is he'd cut people's heads open and steal their superpowers via their brain. Like,
Kinda.
yeah, he was like a superpower.
No, but yeah, he'd have. So androids always had this thing on their palms that could absorb energy. Like if they touch you, they could absorb their energy and shit. They could like touch your key and like take your key.
Oh, okay.
So this guy basically took that to the next level, and he would basically like get physically stronger and like more energy by absorbing. Whereas the other
dope.
androids would just
Yeah, he's a great.
they wouldn't
character.
get stronger.
People call him lazy,
Actually,
but
people
it's
ever-
like
Actually, Ben, everyone hates Super
it's
17.
weird, dude.
He's one of the cooler characters in that arc. You
That's
see,
what I-
you see Vegeta fight him. You see like the android fight him. You see
That's
Hercule,
what
I think, or
hate
somebody.
about this community. People flip.
If it's not okay, he does not look like that though.
fucking
That's like one of the games, dude.
Yeah.
No,
That's one of the
that's
games.
fan art.
Or one of the
Fan
games.
art, yeah.
That
So
look.
how about-
That's more.
How about this
close.
character? How about this character? How about Deboria,
Deboria?
In
Dragon Ball?
okay, that kind for a second.
D-A-B-U-R-I-A.
That's weird. I typed in Deborah, and that's the first thing that came up. That's
To be honest,
so
I
weird,
can't-
dude. I don't
I
never
can't
looked that
even
up.
remember.
Let's see if she has it in
I
roll.
can't even remember Dragon Ball at all. Really.
Deboria, Lord Slug.
Oh, I spelled that so bad.
Okay, that's Deborah.
There you go.
That's how you spell
Deborah,
it, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, that was
Are you
my
talking about the
fault.
guy that turns people to stone?
Yeah.
Okay, that's from Blue Saga. Okay, I
Is
thought you were
that
talking about
Deboria or
Dragon Ball.
Deborah?
Deborah.
Deborah.
He's the king of hell.
I wouldn't mind him. Imagine his little fucking special where he's turned to stone and just like fucking.
He can just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. That'd be sick. That's
You
also,
know what, for
that's what I was
fights,
saying.
right?
Maybe
A lot
they
of
should add
people
Bobbity.
hate that character too.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe they
If
should add
anything,
Bobbity.
if that add Bobbity, add him to his fucking.
These are all the
He's
people
his
that-
assist or something.
Yeah.
But
So these are all the people you guys would like to see in fighters.
Yeah.
This is just something
added
I've-
on, right?
yeah.
That's dope.
Look up Lord Slug. Just so
See,
we can
another thing
add that
though,
onto
a lot of
there.
people hated Boo Saga, so they don't like to talk about it.
Well, it's funny. The same people who think they hate Boo Saga or never seen it are like fucking tweens who fucking grew up watching
Super?
Boruto or some shit.
You don't even know what that is, Ben.
I
even
don't,
say.
but I'm pretty sure that came out.
I
like
know what
3
that
years
is.
ago, and I was
It
like,
did. It
this
just
is
came out. Yeah,
stupid.
you're right. It's the continuation of Naruto. It's his son, but it's trash.
So
Don't
there's
even get me
Lord
wrong.
Slug. We need another Namekian in the game. So if they should add any other DLC,
This
in
is the
game,
last time a Namekian was powerful, though. You know what I mean?
I don't even care. I'll make
Oh no, it's Android Saga.
this could be
Piccolo's pretty
this.
strong.
This will be a cutout. Lord Slug should definitely be a DLC in the game because we need another Namekian.
I remember when he
for a
was in the old
DLC
games
Dragon
for
Ball
free.
Z. Well, why not? There you go. Namco,
He was in the old games for free.
Fighters community. Come on, let's get this Lord Slug for free. Come on,
That'd be dope. I'm down with that.
Lord Slug
Hashtag
for free.
stop
I'll come
DLC.
There
I'll
you
come
go.
over and stomp you out with him. Come on, dude.
I'd rather say though was like dude, like those old games that even the one Josh bought had like all the GT characters, had like
Yeah.
it probably had like over 100 characters. Even though a lot of those characters were like Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. No. I'm totally wrong.
Well-
it was regular Goku with all the transformations.
I have one question for you guys. The last DLC that came out, it had 8 characters, 10 including the Super Saiyan Goku or Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, but they weren't really DLC characters. You could buy them, but if you pre-ordered it, you got for free. This next DLC is coming out, potentially, as it's announced so far, only has 6 characters.
No. On Steam it says up to 6.
Is that fair for the same
And it
price
says-
as the first DLC?
it's $25,
that had
by the way.
8 characters?
It should be more, I think.
It's
by this time.
$25.
I think it should be more. I think it should at least be one more to keep people coming back for another set. Because there's so many characters in the universe you guys just showed me in this one cartoon universe. There's
Yeah.
so much, and I'm like, why would they not want to keep bringing people in like GTA?
There's so
does,
much, and they
where they
kick
get these
so many of them out.
discounts
Like
for
the
more.
entire Ginyu Force. There's like only one.
Well, but there's like Josh said, there's just like so many more characters.
There's
Like,
so,
we're just saying, like,
you
like,
guys
you said
named hella
Baby.
cool looking characters, and I'm like,
I mean, there's BoJack. There's a
Type
bunch
in,
of characters
Baby Vegeta.
that we could have had. Lord
like
Slug,
even just baby. Like
another
a baby.
Namekian. You know what I mean?
dude, there's so much history to pick up on. I don't think I have the time. Like, or
Yeah,
not
there's a
even,
lot to it.
Not even the
Really
time.
A lot of animes like
it just,
that.
I feel like
It's so
it's-
established.
I feel like
like
it's
One Piece.
that
Don't
show
even get
has
started.
So when you guys
There's
talk
too
about
much to it.
so when you talk about add-ons for that game Dragon Ball Fighters,
Yeah.
I'm seeing so many characters that when you say, do you think that is fair that it's the same price for less
Yeah.
for the next DLC? I'm like, no, because my first thought is as a game company is the same thinking Rockstar had with GTA. Over time, let's give them more for the same price because that's going to keep them coming and at the same time, let's keep.
And if they're
delivering
having fun with the
content.
game, they might buy. They might spend real money.
And let's keep delivering content that is worth it. And then every now and then, let's gift them with stuff. But well, I would think at this with a game of this caliber, or a cartoon, or
a universe.
a
Dude,
universe
yeah,
with a
it's-
game of this caliber. I mean, a universe of this caliber. Excuse me. That
Because it has
there
so
would
much
be-
to it.
Yeah, there's so much. I think that there would be a need to step up each time with the DLC. So when you say 6, I'm like, no, that's not fair.
Also, can I just point one thing out? Out of all the sagas of Dragon Ball, he would probably like GT pretty well because it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the darker sagas. The entire galaxy's gonna get destroyed if they
You
don't
can follow
figure this
me
shit
at
out.
Instagram 96.
I'm just saying. GT is probably the darkest one out of all of them because, like, if they don't, basically, like, if they don't stop it, it's just like everything is. Just to point this out, Super totally copied it, and they're like, "Oh, if we don't win the tournament,
Because
our
they got
universe is
the-
gonna get destroyed."
Brought the gods into it and everything.
Because they were like, "Oh, if we lose the tournament, our universe is gonna get snapped out of existence."
Yeah.
Well, guess what? At the end of GT, the entire universe is going to end because the evil Dragon Balls were going to fucking destroy everything.
Pretty
So
much,
another
yeah.
thing they stole from GT. Just saying.
Will's a forever defender of GT.
Yep. Damn right I am. I don't give
And
a
that
fuck.
will be put into a rant on this time.
Yeah, it's just like
So,
all the times
Will's
Will's like GT's the best.
So we'll end this off with another talk of Mortal Kombat 11.
Nice.
Sad talk. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Zoinks! Zoinks! Like Scoob!
Totally did.
Could you imagine if Shaggy was really inserted into a Mortal Kombat?
It wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't, but I think it would be a good character that a lot of people would appreciate, or like not appreciate, but just play as. So Shaggy,
You need a
Shaggy's-
fucking tripod, bro.
Shaggy's one of
The
those
phone
characters
attach
that
it.
Shaggy's one of those
It'd be
characters.
so easy. Just clip that on.
So Shaggy, but his rumor got debunked though.
Yeah, he
to
got
be
knocked
honest,
out.
that's a horrible character, dude. For Mortal Kombat. For Mortal Kombat, that's a horrible character.
So
Dude, but how fun would it be if fucking Scooby...
It would be
came out
hilarious.
there, and he was like, get the snacks, totally, dude. And he was like, Scooby snacks? And he bit his nuts in an x-ray. That
Right
would
on.
be the best. And Shaggy came up and shoved a fucking Scooby snack down his throat.
And he's just like,
And just was like,
whoa.
whoa, dude. And he hits a blunt. Nah, that's fucked up. But I like everything before the
Those,
blunt.
let's be
just kinda
honest,
do
those Scooby
Cartoon
snacks
Network.
were edibles.
Cartoon Network.
We all know it.
Accept that.
So,
So
It's like they drove around in a van.
What a
but
so,
would he have been a good character despite his history if they would have just gotten over like PC bullshit and they were like, let's see
I don't
this.
think it was PC. I think it was just
Well, they
Shaggy's
didn't own
a
the
cartoon.
character. Yeah,
They
didn't own that
know it's the
character.
companies.
He's a little-
It's the companies. Yeah,
They would have
there's
to pay
no
them
way.
money.
There's
Yeah.
no way that they have enough money to pay them to corrupt that
They-
character's
yeah.
legacy with
Yeah.
getting his spine broken by Scorpion.
So
That would be tight.
I got a couple other
breaking Scorpion's
possibilities or like maybe examples. These are like generic ones I'm gonna name off. That's been around the floating around the internet. Is it from
Pennywise
Stephen
the Clown.
Yeah, Pennywise the
Yeah,
Clown,
Pennywise the Clown.
and then Spawn.
Those are probably gonna.
Don't
be the
even
most-
say that.
Those are probably the most
Spawn
likely.
would be sick.
Those are the most likely, probably.
Did you guys have any of like your own?
Ben, what do you think?
recommendations.
This is pretty crazy and kind of off the wall, but I just put Swamp Thing.
Ooh, dude, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a random one. I like
Yeah.
that. What do you think would be some good X-rays or fatalities for him?
probably just fucking putting hella gunk down your throat till you
He's like,
pop. He's like,
That's so dope. What
or he
about
just
you?
like goes into you and just makes you hella.
Oh, that'd be Marshmallow Man from
There you go,
Ghostbusters
yeah.
style. Dude, that'd be dope. But what about you, Will? A dope character.
I don't even know.
What about
Mortal
if you-
Kombat?
Yeah, what if you had one Dragon Ball Z character to throw into the Mortal Kombat?
Into Mortal Kombat.
And but only one.
Hercule. There you go.
He like
Why?
hits you with the rock repeatedly, bludgeons you.
Into Mortal Kombat, huh? That's a weird one. I don't know.
You know, got one?
What about you, Josh?
I got a good one. This is my favorite one, but I'll bring up the second one first that me and Ben came up with earlier, Chucky. But it's because during an X-ray or a fatality, I'd like just to see the character do one of these. Yeah, like that'd be so sick during a Mortal Kombat game. My first one is so off the wall, and it falls in line with why it won't work with Shaggy. The same thing. It's Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
I would like
that's
to-
a good one.
I have
dude.
2 good reasons for it too. His X-ray or fatality could be with a carrot, and also you know how everybody has the good characters have a good teleport move.
Yeah.
His could be the rabbit hole. He
Yeah.
goes through a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
I thought of one, and I don't know if it would work, but you remember how the older brother from The Devil's Reject is like, he's kind of like invulnerable? Like he takes hella shots and he's
Oh,
just like
yeah.
the really brother.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Oh,
fuck,
there
cut
you
that
go.
out. You can't say that word anymore.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, that guy.
The
You know
really
what I'm talking about?
stupid guy.
Yeah, he's not stupid. He's
He's off
his
the
brain
wall.
don't work. His brain do not work. He's not
But what?
stupid.
But he would that character.
Because you know what I'm talking about? He's like
I
a
do.
monster. He gets shot hella much and doesn't even care.
That's a
be
good
dope.
one.
pissed.
My original.
Rob Zombie. Why have
They're making
I-
a second one.
What I'm saying, like, why not
Right, you said
adaptate
that,
one
right?
of his characters?
My
Nice.
dude, my thing. One of my first ones. Do you guys remember the movie Pumpkinhead? He'd be sick as a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh my god.
Or
This
Edward
is such a good
Scissorhands.
segment. I love
Hey,
that.
Edward
What'd you say?
Scissorhands, dude. That'd be so fun to play Mortal.
God.
He's just like this the whole time.
I think, dude. Holy shit. Mic drop, bro.
Oh, shit, you broke your phone.
Imagine one of his
It's all broke.
fatalities.
It's all broke now.
Imagine one of his fatalities, like he cuts you up into like a little figure or some shit.
Like the bushes.
Yeah.
Or scars your
Here's
whole
another
face
one
up
I
and
was
shit.
thinking about.
That was live, by the way. So
Yeah,
it was really
shit.
fun. It was
Here's
really
another
cool.
one I was thinking about.
You
What
just
about-
ended the live session.
No, I just ended it. There was nothing bad in there that we said.
No, but I
Besides-
mean, just now.
yeah,
You
just
said
ended
you said
it, yeah.
retard. No,
I
just
give
kidding.
a fuck.
No, you said no. The retard thing is
I
not a
really
big
don't
deal.
give a
But
fuck.
for the
I'm
record,
just kidding.
there were 2
If we
people
get flagged,
jumping in
I'm
right
sorry.
away. I just
No,
ended
I
it.
don't care.
Hellboy.
What?
Nah,
Hellboy.
it's a disgrace.
I would like to see that, but it depend. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Depending on his artwork. His
Or
artwork.
Or
would make it.
fucking Dexter.
That would
Dude, you're
be a
on
good
fire,
one,
dude. Holy shit.
I was gonna say Legion earlier, but I don't know about that. That would
That's
be
a
weird.
good one. Any character from fucking
Legion would be really hard to do.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
talking
worst.
about from Professor X's son, right?
Yeah, Legion.
And then I had a stupid one was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader
Or like
was.
any Star Wars character.
Okay,
Cool
so
too.
which one Star Wars character you'd like to see in the new Mortal Kombat game?
Darth Vader.
Easy,
Vader.
Darth Maul.
Okay, I thought that earlier, but what's the second one for you? Because I thought Darth Vader earlier too. So you have to
It has
answer
to
too.
be the young Obi-Wan.
Young Obi,
Yeah.
you always like Ben Kenobi.
Yeah.
And what about I remember. But what about
I'd have to say young Yoda. We never got to see him.
okay, I
Doesn't exist, I think.
I'm having a total brain fart right now. What's the robot?
Grievous.
Grievous.
Damn,
General
I'm a
Grievous.
human
Would be
encyclopedia.
sick.
And then he has the heart tooth that would be like.
Yeah, it'd be sick to see them do a special X-ray or fatality just
Just
for
imagine if
his
they ripped his heart
body
out.
type.
They ripped his heart out and it just like kind of just turned into sticks.
Oh, that'd be so dope. Oh, I like that. Yeah, dude, I don't know. We just named some great characters for
I
that.
know, right? That was like the least thing I wrote about. It came out to be the best.
Yeah,
one of
I
the whole
love that
show.
one. Yeah, I love that one.
For this nerdcast.
I'm talking
This
random.
nerd. For the Marvel talk.
Whoa, you just hinted it too much.
I respect that.
Just kidding.
For the snerd.
Oh, I wish I would have gotten pictures of that for that part of that. Go on.
The Endgame Super Bowl teaser. I'm sorry, everybody. We had to go there.
Yeah,
It's a Super Bowl
it was inevitable.
So we saw that little teaser. It showed literally nothing, but
just a few people with PTSD, like Will pointed out.
Yeah.
PTSD. There was a little thing at the beginning where everybody who potentially, or who not potentially got, I guess they potentially died, but who got killed or dusted away.
I mean, let's be honest, we all knew they were going to come back.
Oh, you mean like the collage?
Yeah.
Like it went boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
The
first
photos,
5 seconds.
That was
seconds of the
okay. I kind of like that as a reminder, like how much we've really lost. You know,
Yeah.
I'm bothered by like. Okay, so it's a rumor that I read that I saved. I didn't bring it up earlier when I read it because I didn't want to ruin it and forget about it. I just read, this was with you guys earlier before we started filming, that the Russos are confirming that there's still going to be a 3-hour at least cut of it.
Of which one?
Of Endgame.
Oh.
And
3 hours?
3 hours. When I read that, I was like, I love Marvel and I don't even want that unless it's
That's
bonus.
like Lord of the Rings
And
level.
no, yeah, unless it's like this, watch the movie and then here's the extended version for the people that were like
really want to know all the extra
and
shit.
I would watch that, but I would not go to the theaters with even anybody, no matter how faded, and be like,
let's be honest,
3 hours.
Wait. What if there was like a hour and a half, like 10-minute break?
How is it? Like a straw?
Like a play, like an old school play.
Like that. I like that a lot. That's a good idea. That 100% 3 hours with a break in between where you could go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
I would totally do it, but I would not
It would break the flow though.
I would
It
not
be hard
make
to
the
do
mistake that we made with Star
It'd be hard to
Wars
do that.
when we went and seen Star Wars, and it was which one
The
was that?
prequels? Are we talking about the prequels?
the 8th one.
The newest, not the second, the one before the newest
8th
one.
one.
What is it
Oh,
called?
that's right. We did go see that. I forgot about it. I
Yeah.
blacked it out.
Not the Last Jedi, the Force Awakens.
The first of the new
the Force
series.
Awakens. So we went and seen
Terrible
Force
movie.
Awakens. There were hella people in there.
Remember that got like a 98% on every review site. Oh, Disney, quit paying people.
So I wouldn't go see it when it was first out like that. I would want to see it when we seen The Martian. Remember how chill that was?
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
I wasn't, but I did see The Martian.
We were the
But
only
it
ones in
could
the
be, but
theater. We got totally.
It was
lucky.
it was
Totally
the theater
lucky
thing. It
Nice.
was just me and him.
And we went at like 4 o'clock too. So
And it sucks because I
like
wish
a Tuesday or something.
I wish that we'd have known that to prepare.
And we had hella weed. And
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way you
Yeah.
could smoke in the theater.
No, but we had beer on us, and we were like, we
Okay.
could have drank, but we didn't. We did the responsible thing, but like, it was
Perfect.
dead. It was perfect. We were totally
dude.
laughing loud and like joking about scenes, but being like, "Whoa, that was dope!" and talking during a fucking.
It was
It was like a
one of the
private
best-
screening.
yeah.
It was like
one
not
of
the
the best
great
experiences I had.
in a movie
That's the
theater. Yeah,
second,
it's
that
really
was
cool.
the second time I ever had an experience like that, where it was just its own people. No, it's
Yeah.
the third because I remember me, you, Jane Doe was there, and we
No.
saw
No, I
what
don't know what you're talking
the
about.
Dead Silence with the puppets.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Holy
I don't know what you're talking
crap!
about, Ben.
Yeah.
That was a long
Ben,
time
quit
ago.
reminding me, Ben.
And
Dude,
then
that
all of a
movie's
sudden,
that movie's weird.
there's
Go
one part where we're like, Will was like, remember the girl who was, and then all of a sudden, like something crazy in the movie happened. We're like,
Yeah, I don't even remember that though, dude.
I'll never forget that because
I liked it a
we
lot,
were
dude.
sitting next to the Dowls. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
We're sitting next to the Jane Does.
that's
I
how
was on
funny.
I was on the end, and Will was on the other end, and we're watching the movie, and then Will was just like, remember, and I remember looking over, and he was like, he just said this thing, remember, that lady was the one who was, and also like the movie, something crazy happened in the movie, and all of
It was
us
like perfect. Yeah, it was perfect,
That
dude.
scared us.
Yeah, I remember I hella flinched. I was like, oh, shit.
I just remember her going back and just like grabbing my seat, like, he got me off guard.
I made it worse. I made it so much worse than it was. Honestly, that movie wasn't even that scary.
It was
Josh?
a good one, though. So I got this crazy, this crazy theory of Endgame. I guess it's not too crazy because it's been kind of floating around out there. You think there'll be a way where there's an alternate universe where the opposite people didn't die or didn't get snapped away?
Wait,
I don't think Marvel's gonna explore many alternate universes. I think they're
If anything,
exploring
it's gonna be-
alternate galaxies and alternate. I think Marvel is sticking with what worked for them in Iron Man, where they was super realistic, super scientific. I mean, to a Marvel extent. I mean, to like a extent.
Not like super spot on, but
No, it was
close.
never spot on, but it was so close that it was kind of like inspired people to make real life Iron Man suits kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then I think within the realm of magic with them, it's the same thing where it's like, well, if a wizard did come, who would make fun of him? And so I don't see them exploring many alternate dimensions. At least until we see them like bridge some gaps between them and other companies that own Marvel characters.
So we saw Cap like putting on his shield back on and we saw Black Widow practicing her shots, and then we also saw what's his name,
Ronan.
Not Ronan, the other Iron Man.
Oh, War Machine.
War Machine.
Iron Patriot is what he's called in Iron Man 3.
They both put on their shields, so they're definitely planning something. What do you guys think they're trying to plan?
An attack on Thanos?
Well, but you know what I think? I think whatever fucking Doctor Strange scene when he looked back, they're about to do. And I think that there's a good chance because Robert Downey Jr. has now stated that he doesn't want to always be known as just Tony Stark. Iron Man in his acting career. I think he fucked up because that's the same thing multiple people have said in the past when
What's wrong with that?
Superheroes got cut. Andrew Garfield said it, and boom, they stopped making the Amazing
Spider-Man. To be fair,
Spider-Mans.
I think a lot of us would think of Robert Downey Jr. as the guy who was...
But he was...
I'm the dude who's playing the dude who's disguised as another dude, or whatever he said.
The Tropic Thunder, that's the best
I'll always remember
ever,
like
dude.
You never go full retard.
Dude, never go full
There you
retard. I love that.
I need my Skittles or my jelly beans, man.
His scenes are
Jack Black
so,
was in that movie, dude.
So many Ben Stiller.
Jelly beans.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Just give me a lick of that opium.
I do that jelly bean. Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right.
when they tied him up, and because he was in the drugstore
I
house.
suck your dick, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was just kidding about that.
Yeah. Oh, that's when they're detoxing him. Yeah.
And then Matthew McConaughey is the manager, bro. And he's
Yeah.
just like,
He's like, I got you your
listen.
TiVo, which is like so outdated now, which is so sad.
We just lost 100,000 viewers. No,
TiVo,
but
what the
from
fuck?
Mitchell-
what the fuck is
That doesn't
TiVo?
even exist
That
anymore.
was my grandpa.
I might as well be watching VHCs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
Okay, now you're really dating us, Josh.
VHS, I was fucking around.
VHC.
Trying to be one of these kids.
Dude, this is the best moment.
We
to
were
go
on
out. You know what I did when I streamed on Twitch, dude? Are you crazy?
You jerked off? No, we were
Whoa!
watching.
They banned you for that.
Unless
Avengers.
you're a girl.
Avengers.
They banned you for that.
And then people
You gotta be
record it
sneaky.
and post it on YouTube.
You mean Pornhub? But yeah.
Yeah, I do that too.
We're talking
I'm just
about Endgame. We're talking
We're
about...
talking about in-game. We're
Cut
talking
that
about
one out. Josh got beat.
Alternate dimensions.
Oh, do you
alternate
think there could
dimensions.
be... sorry. You think there could be any fake outs like they did in the Infinity War trailer? Like they showed Hulk running, and then it was never Hulk there. It was... So you think there's maybe something in the trailers or some in the screenshots that they're kind of hiding from us, like in the original?
Well, so far they haven't showed any hint at how Thanos dies. They haven't really showed anything
I
for that.
hope they never show that.
Well, for the record, in the comics, there's a point when Thanos changes his mind because originally he's in love with the god of
Lady
death.
Death.
Which
The
you haven't
goddess-
mentioned.
The goddess.
They
of
haven't
death.
mentioned it her at all, so I don't think that's.
But she died supposedly in Ragnarok when the when.
Oh hell yeah!
It's a
When-
skull. They're switching it up. That's
Yeah.
Or the red skull.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, but when Ragnarok blew up, she was on
Hell yeah.
Ragnarok. She was his sister, and like, we could see that. We could definitely see that. My bad.
That would
No,
be
no,
interesting, actually, if they
Yeah.
did bring her back, because they didn't really
'Cause
show
that's
her
how
die.
so we don't know if Thanos is gonna die yet. But if he
We
did,
know for
I would
sure.
prefer it be if she took him because they were true loves, and,
And
that
they were
could-
going to
that-
go back to where she
But
came
it'd
from.
have to be this epic scene, like canon style. You know what I mean? So
Definitely not Squirrel Girl.
fuck
in,
that.
in the trailer, it definitely...
I will never watch Marvel again if they do Squirrel Girl.
Thanos is like, fuck,
They can
I'm
do
gonna
it.
recover, and she's like...
I do kind of want to see Nebula. I want to see Nebula do something big.
She's with
But
Tony
I don't-
Stark
I don't.
repairing the ship.
I don't want to see her wear the Infinity Gauntlet, though.
No, I think Iron Man is.
No.
We
think
have
Iron
this
Man's gonna
conversation
do-
I
every
think it's
time.
going to be a
see
new
it.
character, not
we have,
any of
we
those
have
characters.
a little bit more information, but who do you think at this point?
I think-
grasping the gauntlet.
I think
one
Captain
day.
Marvel's gonna rip Thanos' arm off, dude. Captain Marvel. She's
think
gonna
that-
do some crazy shit and rip his arm off or take the glove off his.
I think that stands with 2019's point of view of like strong female leads. Totally, I can see her being the hero.
Because they kind of set that up.
That'd
I
be
feel
like
like.
kind of interesting, but it better be as sick.
Why
as
else
it
would they
sounds.
release
Okay,
her movie
okay.
right now?
Okay. One at a time, my bad. No, it's good.
No,
agree.
well, let's pile on. Fuck.
Sorry, I agree.
No, it's good. It's good.
I agree.
That would follow their
I do.
their kind of.
Yeah.
They haven't done it yet, but
No.
they could. They kind of
I
are
like
kind
it.
of.
What about you, Ben? What do you think?
I was thinking more of
Like a combined effort, maybe.
who would honestly rather see wield the gauntlet is
I want to see Hulk break the gauntlet. That would be cool too.
Yeah, Hulk would be dope.
If you went Planet Buster and just broke the gauntlet and also beat the shit out of Thanos, that would be tight to see too. I would like that.
as
Would
a
never
joke,
happen.
As a like a not a joke really, but as kind of like a fanboy
A theory.
moment. It's not a theory for me, but it's more a fanboy moment.
That could
like,
happen.
No, not yours. I'm saying mine.
It's a theory.
It's just a fanboy moment for me. I would like to see Rocket.
That's a good one.
That'd
yeah.
be crazy
That would be
weird.
tight.
It'd be so out of pocket.
He's like,
But-
yeah!
dude.
Well, it wouldn't be that out of pocket if there's some destroyer armor involved.
Well,
Because
and
the destroyer armor is pretty powerful.
yeah,
It's pretty
and-
uncontrollable though.
yeah, that'd be sick. They already hinted at that.
I don't know if it's actually called the destroyer armor, but I know it's like
In the
it's like Ragnarok armor or something like that. It's like super
Yeah,
powerful. You
I
put it on it,
remember.
you
What
can't
if
control
what
it.
if the gauntlet is destroyed? What do you think they're gonna do then?
If the
kick
gauntlet's
Thanos'
destroyed with the
kick
stones
Thanos'
in him,
ass.
Just
Like,
be like,
yeah, because they already almost did.
Yeah.
With hit the gauntlet on it, they
That would
went
be
into
dope.
beast mode.
Yeah.
Like, and now they're desperate.
if the
survival
stones are
mode.
destroyed, we're gonna see a bunch of new characters.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh shit!
oh yeah,
So-
get ready for it.
Oh shit!
So if there's
Warlock.
any consequential,
Galactus.
okay, like I was gonna say, if there's any consequential enemies, would you want to see? Who would you want to see? Galactus, the Eternals, or like any of those?
The Eternals. I didn't say that. I said Adam Warlock. You said the Eternals. If I would see the Eternals in a Marvel movie with all the characters we're seeing now, whoa, that'd be really Liddy Maximus. Like I'd like.
The Beyonder? I saw somebody talking
The
about
Beyonder would be sick, but the only way we're gonna ever talk about that, and Ben doesn't want us to go there because we're sick of talking about fucking the Secret Wars. And
that. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
We're
I'm sorry.
done there. Like
Wait. So would you want? To,
no Beyonder. Next.
would you want to see? So this is totally like off subject. Would you want to see Spider-Man?
It's too iconic, dude.
Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, potentially
Spider-Man can't do it in this
the
universe.
Nova Corps
He's
guy,
too weak.
the Nova Corps guy,
Uh-huh.
and maybe like Groot and like some other Guardian Galaxy kind of form their own thing.
That would be okay.
Oh.
That would be cool. I like
Maybe
that.
That's
maybe
interesting.
that's
With those-
Infinity
with-
Wars for
With
you
those
guys.
characters.
Oh,
After?
that was good.
But they have already said the guy who whatever gun or what is his name? The guy
Oh
who
yeah,
made,
James
the guy,
Gunn.
Yeah, the guy who made
Guardians.
right? He's already said it
They
that
fired him.
well, what the story
And they were
board
saying,
was
rehire him.
Yeah, I don't know if he still works or not, but I know the storyboard was that they were gonna go with the characters that they have, the most popular, and then they were gonna do a sequel where it was a new team. It was them like I guess at some point in the comics, there were a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So they,
Well,
know
to
what
be
I
fair,
mean?
this Guardians is not the
You
first.
got to
Guardians.
remember too. There's a comic book adaptation of like 2010 to like 2015.
That's true.
something like
That's
that.
true. Yeah, that's
So,
true.
I think they're trying to base it more off that, of like the more newer comics. I think.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the new movies
You want-
do that.
You want fact check that?
Okay, wait. What am I checking here real quick?
Mi amigo.
Like that scene where we see like all the characters holding Thanos and like Star-Lord kind of ruins it, obviously, because he gets pissed.
Yeah.
Okay, but beyond that,
It
beyond
goes-
the point where he ruins it,
It
okay.
goes back to like 1960.
I kind of want to see a
About
moment like that where they're all
1969.
working together and they're all kind of like all struggling to kind of get shit done.
Yeah.
And at that last moment, instead of him fucking up,
Oh,
he doesn't fuck up. He makes the right choice this time.
Yeah, no, Ben,
And-
you're right. Because sorry, not to cut off, but you're right, Ben. Because it has a series that literally spans from 90 to 2018, and then another series from 2008 to 2010, another series from 2013 to 2015, another series from
So they
15
have
to
a bunch,
17. Yeah, you're
The
right.
Rocket's
They
the
have. They
leader,
do. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right. And
Only reason I know that is because go like Barnes and Noble and read their stuff, it's like they
Yeah.
that timestamps on it. You're like, damn, they're still making this, but it makes sense because it's trying to.
No, it's them going into their multiple universes thing, which is funny that we
Just
just
trying
were
to make
saying,
like a blueprint. Just
You
to
know,
be
and-
like,
You're right. You know what's brilliant about that is that we were just talking about, oh, what in game they're doing different dimensions, and now we're talking about different dimensions.
Is that Spider-Man? The top left there? That is Spider-Man, huh?
Yeah, but that's Miles Morales.
dude.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's Miles.
Because there's also a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
And so switching it up, going into the from Marvel to DC, Shazam. One.
That's a deep conversation to go from Endgame to Shazam sickles.
Well, we're going. Like
One's
you
a
were saying,
joke, let's be honest.
Well, DC has,
You're right.
I think, no
Kind of.
direct. They have a direction where they want to go, but they just don't want to. Not don't want to. They just can't capitalize.
They
on it,
can't get their
especially with-
actors actually like stick.
Yeah, there's no long-term contract. There's no consistency with them.
I think it's also because they can't find the right actors. They haven't found the person that works best as
Okay,
Batman.
yeah,
they haven't
Wonder
found the best.
Woman,
Wonder Woman was the
Aquaman, I'm fine with
closest
that.
one, and for the record, Aquaman, I'll only support it this much. I haven't seen the new movie. I've heard really bad things, but my thing is that when they released the first images of him, I was 100% down with how he looked. I was like, the blonde.
It was
wouldn't have
nothing
worked.
about that.
It was, but for the record, from what I've seen in the most recent movies, I'm like, this shit is hella boring. Like,
It's just as bad as the fucking Titans show. It's just like so cringy to
Yeah.
me. It just didn't work.
It is.
It didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Aquaman, anyway.
You think it's the?
I don't even think it was the actor itself. I think it was just the way they
with
did
with
it.
Aquaman, I mean, I didn't see it, but I think they were trying to. Wasn't you saw the end part, right?
I saw the whole thing. Yeah, I watched the whole movie.
You saw the end credits with
No,
the special.
I didn't see after the credits.
Yeah, after the credits.
No,
You should have looked up. That's what's when that one dude,
Lex Luthor.
and then he messed with Black Manta. and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
That's when they're forming the
Justice League.
Injustice League. I want to see Gorilla Grodd.
dude, I want to see it,
But that doesn't make sense.
I'll
though.
be real,
They can't
though.
establish Grodd until they establish Flash.
He's right.
He's Flash's main villain.
But for the record,
well, one of
you know
one
who
of
did
them.
really good with that was the Flash TV show. We said last time that there was some really garbage about that show. There's a
Yeah.
lot of it. They did really good with Gorilla Zod. One of my favorite things is when he uses his telepathy, and he's like speaking to the guy, and the way he sounds, I'm always like, oh, they did good with the voice,
they
like
did really
how
good. Yeah.
like how Tom Hardy did good with the voice work for Venom. Like,
Okay, if they were gonna say Bane, I was like,
no, for Venom.
Fuck!
Yeah, drop the ball there.
I'm not gonna lie, that was
Still hella good.
Yeah,
all right.
it's the best.
That's my new thing to mess with people.
Batman?
That's
I'm just kidding.
that's my new thing to do. If like people talk a lot of shit about like something I bring up, or like they're talking shit about something, and I'm like, hey, I like that. They're like,
So
they talk shit. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
what bugs me
Yeah.
about the
Uh-huh.
Shazam thing? Is they made him look like this, right?
I'm fine with that.
We see. I know, but this is, I mean, a concept art, obviously. But you know how I'd have liked him to look? Is something like this throughout the whole thing. Where now this rewinds us back to the thing. Do that conversation earlier. Do we want to see the character more seasoned further in their story, and we can see with him? Hell yeah! Look how dope he looks. Like, I mean.
Well, to be fair, he's
I have
not.
one question. Was he always a kid that transformed?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
but he beast his power. He's not a whack character by any
Okay.
means. He's super
Okay.
powerful.
He's as strong as
and
Superman.
and
I'm
there's
sorry.
versions of him where there's multiple kids
Right.
in the Flash Paradox. I mean,
Yeah.
Flashpoint
It's like
Paradox.
4 kids.
There's like
that
5
all say Shazam. Yeah.
foster kids that all say it at the same time.
I'm sorry, but I don't know who this character is. But first glance, he looks like a little annoying ass fucking character.
He
Especially
is.
how
Dude,
they
he
added everything with the
he
kids with today's-
he harassed all of the fucking other heroes. When he got into the Justice League,
Yeah.
he was like a
so
nuisance.
he gets into the Justice League.
Yeah, but he was a nuisance,
Okay.
and it was a last resort, like, because they knew he was a kid. Batman
But-
knew that he was a kid.
One point I do have is he's very powerful. So they let him in based on the fact that he was really powerful. And then they talk about how he's only actually like 14. And they're like, should we kick him out? He's only 14, and he's like, well, I could beat all you in a fight. Basically, he's basically actually like one of the most powerful characters.
So that's a good thing.
Because he's as strong as
I'm
Superman.
glad you brought that up. You think
he is
pretty fucking
I'm
OP.
glad you brought that up. Well, you think this is gonna
maybe not as strong as Superman, but close.
You think this is gonna further the DC universe, expand it onto it?
No, I think that,
No?
I think they're it's a flop. I think that
No,
DC's,
this is going to be another fail.
Wait, you guys don't think that this is gonna add on to the maybe next Justice League? Add on.
Oh,
a new
are you
character,
asking me how do I
like
think it's
expand
doing?
the universe? Like, so we have Wonder Woman, we have Aquaman.
It's going to try to.
Potentially, we still have Flash. Potentially, we still have.
That's a two-part answer because the actors.
What about
no.
Cyborg? Is he still?
Well, maybe. Okay, hold on.
I know.
The same actors, maybe not, due to how bad it got reviewed when they did it. New actors with the same characters, probably.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna try to band-aid it together.
For right now, they do have Aquaman and they do have Wonder Woman,
which are strong leads.
Do you think, from this point, they will try to?
That's one way to look at it.
Wonder Woman.
Well, what I'm saying, you think there's a way to expand it, and
It's
also
generic.
another character they could probably bring into is the alien guy.
You talking about Brainiac?
Martian Manhunter.
Martian
Martian.
Manhunter.
There you go.
Okay, sorry.
Everybody gave Wonder Woman so many props, but honestly, it was so generic.
Can I say something that somebody else talked about on a podcast that's going to talk about the same thing that you're talking about?
Yes.
Dude, Kevin Smith, I'll give credit. Kevin Smith brought it up, and that thing that I brought up earlier that I thought was funny about him bringing it up. He said that he was on the set of something, and that he got to talk to the people that were on making the movie Justice League, and the guy who originally drew Batman had done a storyboard, right? Or yeah, I believe he had done a storyboard, or somebody had from the original drawings had done a storyboard for him. The original way the movie was going to go was Steppenwolf comes, that was it, and it ends with a small fight between Justice League and Darkseid, and they kick each other through the mother box portals, and the movie would end. And it was like, holy shit! They Steppenwolf was just nothing compared to this guy. He just,
of course, we
like all of us just fought him, and he nothing. And then the next movie would happen on a darker tone, right?
With Batman.
But you know what? I don't want to quote anymore because I don't want to go too into his bullshit.
We'd have to be
his
really
stories.
deep on Batman.
But my thing is, it ends. I'll tell you how the third movie would end. There would have been 3. This is what he said, talking to people that were on the set of making the movie, what they had seen planned out. So the third Justice League movie was supposed to be, you remember that when the Flash, okay, so in Justice League, the Flash, Bruce Wayne sitting at the computer waiting for it to do its thing, and he falls asleep, and the Flash comes into a dream, and he just comes through like a portal, and he's like, "You were right about him, Bruce. Wait, am I too late, or am I too early? I'm too soon." And he goes, "You were right about him. It's her." And then he has this dream about where like the world's like in this deserted world, and he's like, and Superman's super bad, right? He's like it was gonna end the Justice League on that dream. So where the whole world would have been apocalyptic, like hellhole.
Superman Prime?
Yeah, and Superman would have come in because of Darkseid would have somehow made him one of the henchmen by a trick. And then the Justice League would have had to fight him.
Okay, that's some pussy shit.
And but what
Superman
I was
Prime.
disappointed, let's rewind. That was what he heard people say, right?
Yeah.
Let's rewind a little bit. I always wanted to see them go the route where, let's go with what you're saying to stay on subject. The actors should have stayed the same. Yeah. And like the writers should have fixed the bullshit because it was bad writing and bad CGI. That was what it really boiled.
Really bad CGI.
And bad casting when it came to characters such as Flash and Cyborg. Cyborg, he was a cool character.
Actually, I don't think it was the casting,
like
it was the CGI. Yeah,
the
CGI was really bad. Was too shiny.
Yeah, because they could have fixed Barry Allen's bullshit. But
with Cyborg though, it was really too shiny. And too
I don't know why
looking.
they didn't end up going towards Brainiac. To cut it short. I just wanted to see Brainiac eventually get.
That would have been a good one.
That would have been sick.
You know,
would have got
funny?
to learn about Krypton.
You know, it's funny.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
if you watch the show Krypton, it's all about Brainiac.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing though.
But it's
like,
it's
a bullshit version.
It's all regular people.
Yeah, he's a human.
Yeah,
well, not a human, but he's a Kryptonian.
He's a human.
So,
he's a Kryptonian without the yellow sun.
I guess last word for the Shazam is it, you guys think it's gonna be worth a watch?
Nah, I don't think so.
I'll flip a coin.
I think I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. No, I'll watch it when it's free on
at the
something.
time.
Free on Netflix or something like that. I'll watch it then. But I won't watch it at theaters. No way.
Alright.
I do like Shazam though, but I think this is gonna be not representative of Shazam. I think this is gonna be like a kids movie.
Yeah.
I agree, unfortunately. Kind of.
I think it's gonna be more of like a kid movie,
I guess
which is fine. That's fine. I'm just not for
relate
me.
to the kid
It's
audience.
just not for me. I'm not a kid anymore. So.
Are you gonna watch it? Would you go see it, Ben?
In theaters?
Yeah. Do you guys want to try to do a movie review?
When's that out?
I don't know. I really don't. Shazam.
Shazam, bitch.
Says 1999.
What was that?
That is my water heater.
No,
How scary is that?
that was really.
That's the water heater, bro. What do you? I'm not like that was it,
That sounded crazy.
bro. Like my house is about to kill you all, right?
Something about to fucking bust through.
That's the water heater. It never used. Ben's like, I mean, Will's like, holy shit, yeah, we're boiling. Oh my god, bro! April 5th.
April 5th.
April 5th for in the United States.
Alright, so let's end this off. How we always end this off. With some celebrity birthdays.
Yeah.
So this guy's been on the up and up. And up and up. He's been in the new Creed movies. Black Panther.
Michael B. Jordan.
There you go. Before that, he was in the... before I really saw him. First time I really recognized him, he was like an NBA stunt double.
Oh.
Or something like that for commercials.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
There's
How old is he?
he's turning...
Wait, what'd you...
What?
Wait, hold on 1 second. You said that he was a...
This is time stamping it, but I'm just gonna say they have birthdays in most of these people have birthdays in February.
Okay, what I was gonna say...
Early February.
What I was gonna
Rookie
ask was...
mistake.
He started acting in stunt doubles for like NBA commercials and stuff, right?
Mhm.
How old was he then? That's what I was trying to ask. I'm sorry.
He had to...
Based on what the knowledge you have in front of you is.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
But, so, Michael B. Jordan on the 9th of February, let's just say that. And... How old do you think he is?
32.
Josh? What about you, Will?
Like 29.
Surprised he's 10 years old.
Good call. Steroids is a hell of a drug.
No, this is hard because you said 29. You said 31.
Yeah, what is he, 30?
He's 31.
Oh, so... They said, wait, 32, right?
Yeah.
You're dead on, basically.
Yeah,
Good
dude,
shit.
yeah, because he's pretty popular.
Okay,
right
so
now.
you're one off. Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah,
He's pretty popular right now.
I don't know. I don't know.
I seen your web history browser, Creed 2, for like hours.
You're right, young Tyrell. You're right.
So another one. This guy should be known because we've been talking Marvel so much. Tom. Wait.
Hiddleston?
Hiddleston, there you go. Tom Hiddleston.
I don't know who that is.
Loki?
Oh!
Why don't I know who that is?
Wait, hold on, I think we're saying
I think
the
I
name
watched
wrong.
it. Hiddleston. It's like Hiddleston, I'm pretty sure, right? I thought it was. I'm sorry, Loki.
Yeah, we're disrespecting
You're a great
him.
actor. But I didn't like that you died in the beginning of fucking Infinity War.
Hiddleston.
It's Hiddleston, right?
Yeah, Hiddleston. Yeah,
That's what I said,
yeah,
bro.
No, I know, but I just was like, I was
See,
hearing it,
I
and I was
know
like,
I know my Marvel actors.
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to be wrong.
There's a lot of Toms in it too.
Watch, somebody's gonna be like, it's actually Hiddleston.
Well, it might be.
How
but...
old do you think he is? Without
I didn't see it.
No,
I'm
I
guessing
didn't
42. Born in April. No, I'll go probably like 46. 46.
I'm going like 30.
30? Okay.
Oh, I'm hell off.
I got 34, but double check me because it might be 39.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
What does it say right
All of a
there?
sudden we're saying...
It says it right there, Josh.
Where?
Age.
He's 37.
What'd you say? 40?
I said like 40 at first, but I switched it, so technically I think you're closer. Yeah, because I think...
Alright, so this
Somebody will
round
check
of
us and
celebrity
be like,
birthday.
You guys suck. You guys are both wrong.
Seems like it's a tie. Get fucked, Josh.
Sorry, Ben. I need to get off of this so I'm not cheating like
No, it's
subconsciously.
good. It's good. So,
Can't believe I knew his
here's
last
another
name.
person. He's one of my favorites. He's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He was in, I think, Vacation, that remake that they did. And his name is Charlie Day.
Huh?
He's Charlie
Pacific
from
Rim?
Always. There you go.
Yeah,
Always Sunny in
what the
Philadelphia.
He's also the
Yeah.
director, right?
He's a janitor.
Isn't he the director?
He's one of the. I don't know
One
if
hell
he's
of an
the director.
actor
I
is
think
what
he's
he
one of
is.
the writers. I think he's one of the writers.
Writers. Sorry.
He's funny as fuck, for sure.
So also the last 3 people, by the way, was the birthday was on the 9th. So his birthday is also on the 9th. How old do you think Charlie Day is?
34. No, wait, my bad. 36.
I'm gonna say 39.
Oh, shit. We're pretty close, I have a feeling.
What's closer? He's 42. Surprisingly.
Son of a bitch.
So that makes me 2, and that makes you 1. So get fucked.
I'm number 1.
Okay, so we should start keeping score.
I got 2.
I know, we should
No,
over
I'm saying
time.
I
Hell yeah.
I just tested my might and I
Okay.
won. I think because I got 2, you got 1.
Next. No.
Alright, so I got somebody who everybody knows. I'm gonna sing the song that probably most people won't know, but you guys will probably know because
Oh no.
I used to always sing it, be like fever, jugga fever.
Oh
jugga
shit.
fever, and then red, red,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
I can't think of the artist though.
Neither.
Yeah, I can't think of it. It's an original.
I think it's a white people thing.
what's another song?
I'll tell you right now. Nope. Turned off my circuit.
Jungle Fever.
No, I got it.
Okay, whoa, my bad.
No women, no.
Wait, do you know it?
Bob Marley?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so disappointed we're cutting all this.
All right, I
Yeah.
actually got that.
Yeah, we're
That's
disappointed.
3 out of 1, Josh. You better just
Sadly.
get out of my house real quick.
I know that I'm leaving here with some Osiris's tonight.
So he's
I'll kill you with that chair you're sitting on.
He's he
Obviously passed away. Yeah, but
but on the first, he would have been how old? Josh? Just take a guess.
56.
I'm gonna say 65.
That sounds more accurate.
What's closer? He would have been 74.
Holy shit! Oh my god, I'm horrible. How am I a musician?
I mean, you're just unlucky. I've been guessing too, dude.
You know what? I'm glad you said it, not me.
So
Next.
this is the last
I've
one.
been guessing. Come on. I hear you say it, and I'm like, he's older than that.
Yeah.
This is the last one.
Yeah. You're right. You know what I'm talking about? You're right.
You're right.
So this is the last one for the celebrity birthday. I've been trying to find like girls and females for that. It's hard though because a lot of them are. I mean, they're just like YouTube stars and Instagram stars and all that stuff. But I don't consider them, like when I think of celebrities, I think of like movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Movie stars.
An actual actress.
The website I check out, it's hard to find them. So
She go on like
it's-
IMDb.
That'd be a good one to go to. But I found one.
Because that'd be like only actors.
Her name is Chloe with the E with
Grace Moretz.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be able to guess hers. Pretty close
I don't
at
know
least.
who the fuck that is.
I do, and she's the girl that's
Okay,
plays
wait.
Steve. Sorry,
Oh, what were you saying? Go.
she's in the movie Stevie King's Carrie. She did the remake of Carrie.
Kick Ass. She was a little girl in Kick Ass.
Kick Ass. She was the. She's young. She's young.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Alright. So, Will, how old do you think she is?
Oh.
23 or 20. She's like 23.
Will.
Wait.
Okay, you say
I'll
23, Josh?
I'll say 23.
Okay, Will.
I'm gonna say 20.
No.
Will's closer. Obviously 21.
Oh, I'm off by 2. It was a 1 and 2 thing. Fuck you.
What's funny is, as of now, she's actually, what's today?
22.
Yeah, she's 20. So actually, we'll predicted how old exactly she
Yeah,
was.
that makes sense because she was like 18.
Oh my
she
God.
Was like, she was like,
You got her, you not her, and I got her,
no,
apparently.
that makes sense because she did all of her independent movies. Her independent movies she did really good in.
Oh, fuck.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, she's good.
She's a good actress. She's
Yeah.
a really good actress.
Alright, so I got a couple would you rathers to end it off.
Oh no.
So, Josh, would you rather
Did you
live-
come up with some more bullshit, Josh?
No, I didn't. They didn't tell
Fuck
me.
you,
They didn't tell me
dude.
this time. That was the greatest design ever, dude. Like
Make
they
some
were-
more of those. I
I
liked
need
them.
to. I need
They
to
were
do it.
good.
I need
But
to
they
do
were
it.
also like, fuck you.
super like, yeah, they were like, fuck. There's
If
no
you
good
guys
answer.
got it at the end of it, we can definitely.
Alright, hell yeah.
I like
Oh, yeah.
doing the raw ones. That was
Oh yeah,
all
there's
right.
one thing I do want to ask you guys.
What's up?
Not right now. It can be later.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, would you rather look 10 years younger from the neck up or the neck down?
Holy shit, either have a raisin head or a fucking grapefruit body. Like, what the fuck? Like an old prune body? What the fuck? Raisin head or a prune body? That's hella fucked up, bro.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go with the raisin head, bro. I'll dry out. I'll go like reverse like Futurama stats and just my body be okay and just me be like autonomous fucking.
I'm gonna go with the opposite.
You might want to do that. I might live longer.
So you,
I
The
think
young
Will's
face.
smarter.
The young face and the old man's body.
But then what if it's like this? They're like, God, you were so sexy, and they just die because you were fucking ugly.
I'm like,
as
whatever, I
shit.
don't give a
Your
fuck.
body sags. It's like stapled. Your nipple is stapled to itself.
I don't care.
some girls like that though. Some girls like.
I'll
the,
develop a niche.
They're just like, all of a sudden they look at you and they're just like,
I would.
you're so
do the-
saggy and old and great.
I would do the 10
And
years
great.
younger.
Exactly.
The 10 years younger below that.
Well, my
which is,
My roommate, for the record, though, he's with a 30-year-old and he's in his late 50s, so it works. Apparently, for Will. If it works for him, it works for Will. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Why was it that?
Nothing
I don't know.
works for Will. What do you mean?
He didn't know. Will just went like this. He just was like,
What?
like he looked away. He was like,
You're
how
right.
insulting was that? Oh, wait
I
a
had to
second.
think about it. You're right.
It wasn't
Fuck
meant
you.
to be. I felt bad. But that look said it all.
So, wait.
It did. He was like, what the fuck? Fuck you. Like, in your head, you're just like, fuck you, dude. And you look back. You even look back like, sons of bitches.
I should be an actor. I could totally emote emotions, dude.
Oh, man.
So this one might dig a little personal, but have $3 million and no kids, or 3 kids and no money.
$3 million.
$3 million. Are you kidding? That's such an easy
What about
question.
Ben? What about Ben?
Um,
Because right there, what you just asked is a good question about immortality. You only live forever 2 ways, either through your kids or through an idea. Both of those are answered in that one.
And guess what? You
statement.
never live forever.
No, but your idea or your kids, but your
I'm gonna-
bloodline might.
I'm gonna say
Might.
I'm gonna
Immortality.
say 3
Keyword
kids and no money.
Might.
But for the sake of, just in case my girlfriend listens to this, 3 million, and I don't want to scare my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I want
Cut,
kids.
cut.
I want kids. I'm not gonna lie, I want kids.
That's a good answer. I like that. I think it was the more authentic, but mine is definitely based on my ideas will live forever, not mine.
Mine's more authentic for me.
You never get kids.
Still
though.
want
You
kids.
don't have ideas. No, I'm just
Whoa.
kidding.
I just. Whoa.
No, I'm just.
Futurama kids? Anybody?
So would you rather be a sidekick to Batman or Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Is it because you're not getting raped?
Whoa!
Me
Whoa!
Robin was in that shit. He was the first Me Too.
Also because I want the cool suit, not the fucking rubber suit, and I have to work hella hard to get
No,
all
but
the
that's the
skills.
trick. That's the trick. You're the American Patriot or whatever.
So?
The Iron Patriot.
So?
So
I'm wearing a fucking Iron Man suit.
Nah, dude, it only flies at
I can
Trump
push a
speeds.
button and guess what happens. I can push a button and guess what happens. It sucks me off.
I have a better one. What the fuck? I said some embarrassing things.
You know Iron Man installed that feature, right?
So
it's
I
just
have
a
a better.
flashlight.
I have a better one for you.
Built in.
You're horrible. He did pee in the suit that
he's
one
like
time.
Jarvis. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I just tell you this, Jarvis.
Jarvis, switch to Emily real
Jarvis switched to Friday.
Whoa,
Friday.
Yeah. No, I have a better one for you though, based on that one.
Go for it, go.
So, yes. What was the first one? You're either you're Batman or Iron Man's. Batman or Iron Man's sidekick, right? So, yeah, you could be Batman, but you have to be Robin. So that speaks for itself, right? But I mean, he turns into Nightwing later. However, you have to deal with the sexual abuse throughout.
You have to wear underwear all the time.
Underwear all the time.
It goes back to this.
Yeah, like
It goes
you're
back to this.
training in the back.
Unless you're Damien. Unless you're Damien.
This old man is watching you do gymnastics.
Ah, dude, you're making it too dark, dude.
Or it's about to get
Don't
worse.
cut that. That's great.
Or
A lot of people appreciate that.
It's about to get worse.
It's about to get worse.
Or
Oh,
you're Iron Man. Iron Man's like in your war machine, but your only power is building the Trump wall.
I'd be down for it.
Oh my god, that's horrible. That's all you can do. You're just a Bob the Builder. You're just a Bob the Builder. All you do is you put bricks together for Trump.
We just called you Border Man.
Whoa. Next.
These guys.
Oh man.
No, I got a little bit.
Oh man. You guys would both be iron. You both build the wall, you fuckers. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't even think we need a wall.
Then you
Never mind,
I
let's not talk about
expect.
that.
But him, no.
Expect.
See, for all the listeners, that doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all, but that's
Like,
the world we
why
live
is
in.
that funny?
And that's the world we live in. It's like, fuck
I have a
you,
weird taste in my mouth.
you colonizers. And walks away.
That is so- Okay. Man, don't talk about that. That's fucking hell
It's
cancer.
because the white man told me to go home.
That's
This
hella
shit just got
cancer.
so inappropriate for the last about 5 minutes.
Oh my god, it was.
That's like somebody saying like
Cut, yeah.
you're a sinner.
I am.
That's like somebody saying
I am.
You know what I mean? Like that's such a like. It's such a like.
General statement.
Your morals are not the same as
One
someone
more.
else's
Okay,
morals.
we have
One
one
more.
more. Yeah, my
One
bad.
more.
Cut.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got. That was my fault, not yours.
Come
No.
You pissed me off.
It's good.
I did.
It's good because I know when I'm
I'm
listening to this,
triggered.
I'm just fucking laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No to future band, get fucked.
Oh god, I can't wait to get that out. That's good.
He's gonna definitely keep that in all the times. I'm like, get fucked.
Yeah.
I think it's be Snerdcast. It'll be like Josh and,
Also, get all the
Josh
times.
and Cole, or Ben and Cole Can. I said Josh and Cole Can.
Oh shit! It's
I
my
already fucked up. I
personality.
can't even
Get
do
all
it.
the times that. Oh shit.
I need to pop this open now.
Wait. Would you rather speak all languages or talk to all animals?
Talk to all animals, easy. I didn't even think about that.
You did.
I'll
You
give-
might have
I'll-
fucked
wait.
up.
I'll give you both of you guys a second, and I'll ask Will first.
I'd rather talk to animals.
That's
Give
a
you guys 1, 2.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait. I have a question.
Speak all languages, or just be able to speak to all animals,
I'd rather speak
Wild
to all
Thornberry
animals.
style.
I'd rather speak. I'd rather speak to all animals.
I'd rather. That's a really hard one. I
Think about how many animals there are, and think about.
But my thing
languages,
is,
like-
my first thing is, there's a whole bunch
You
of
can-
languages,
whatever-
like
whatever-
even ancient languages.
Even though you
Even
can speak,
ancient languages.
even though you can speak with every animal, you can.
I can
Never-
speak Tyrannosaurus Rex, bro.
This is like the best. It's like Wild Thornberries. You can speak to every animal, but you're Donnie, or the little like fucking crazy wild boy
I don't give
from.
a shit.
You can never communicate with people.
I don't give a shit.
Dude, if I could speak to every
Not
person,
including insects. Just animals.
Animals, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Damn,
Yeah,
that
that's
would
cool.
they're both beasts. That's why I can't. I'm like,
I think animals. There's so many animals that it would just you could
I think,
spend
dude.
your whole life.
Okay,
in
I
it,
think due to financially,
and it'd be
would
interesting.
Let me
make
make
people.
this a little bit harder. Okay.
Ben's like, I didn't think it would be this easy for Will. What the fuck?
he
Fucking up my plan!
The animals one was a good one.
Will, you didn't say the answer I scripted you to say. You fuck.
Okay, I got the basic answer from. What about you, Josh? What would you do?
I am a huge. Okay, I'll answer this how I would if it was a dog training question and it was like relevant to that. I would pick humans because most animals communicate via body language anyways, and if you're strong with your body language, you can do that anyways. But for the record, I'm a huge fan of people who are polyglots, and that's people who can speak several languages.
Oh,
and so there are celebrities who do it. Mia Kunis or whatever from the '70s show, she speaks like multiple, like four.
Jackie.
Yeah, she's
Meg.
Black
too.
Swan.
she's Russian. Yeah, she's Russian. She speaks her first language. I think was
She
Russian.
wasn't
I
from
think.
Black Swan.
No, she
She was
wasn't.
in Black Swan, right?
No, she was in that '70s show. Jackie and
I don't know if she was in Black Swan.
she wasn't. Natalie
What
Portman
was her?
was. But Natalie Portman, but there's a few of them. There's a few polyglots in Hollywood. I would have to speak all languages because that means so much more. Like you got to realize that there's a whole bunch in the world that, including sign language and unspoken languages and blah blah blah.
That's true.
Like, if I believe that animals speak
I
via
would just
body
go like the
language,
lions, bro.
yeah. But if I believe
I'm like, yo,
animals
protect
speak,
me.
I would speak the language.
It's
of
like,
the
all right,
animal.
bro, I got you. I'll feed you a
I
baby
would have to
deer.
go with language of everything, of humans, because it might be the language of
That's
everything.
a really hard one, too.
It is. When I thought about it and you said
Think
that, I was
about
like,
Aquaman,
animals
bro.
would be
I could
nuts.
just be like, hey, Kraken, kill all these people.
But what if you're in the middle of the desert and there's nothing?
There is. There is.
No, there's nothing. There's not even little microorganisms. You're just sitting there and you're like,
Micro-
you're like that guy in Family. You're like Aquaman in Family Guy when
Birds.
the girl's getting raped,
Birds.
and you're just like, no,
Wait.
the vultures
Wait,
are just.
what? Wait.
You remember that
Birds.
Family
I
Guy?
said birds. You went to rape.
No,
Wait,
dude.
what?
No,
Wait,
dude,
what?
it was middle of nowhere. There was
Double
too
take.
hot. The birds were out. They were
Too
out.
hot.
They were out.
There's birds.
The vultures were out. They were eating the carcass.
Isn't there like
They're
crazy
eating the
fast? Isn't there like crazy?
I'd have to
fast
communicate
birds?
to the local Navy SEALs base, which is for some reason in the middle of the desert. They're a water play.
One thing I was gonna ask you guys. Are we done with everything else? Did we answer all the questions? All right. One thing I was gonna ask you guys. When's the last time you played a game, like a competitive game that really got your heart racing?
Fighters.
Really?
Just because.
It does get your heart racing. You feel that adrenaline rush from it. Okay. That's all you needed to say. What about you, Josh?
Split second.
I will destroy you in that game.
You
Don't
said
even
heart
say
racing.
it.
You didn't say whose dick was bigger.
Nerd.